Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum. We are presenting a group presentation of the project management course in a part of Master Project Management in Open University, Malaysia, facilitated by Summer University. We here alongside both Mr. Abbas and postgraduate lead Dr. Yunus for facilitating this master in Somalia. The member of the group, three persons, Ahmed, Afshik, and Zahra. So let me start. Today I will talk about my presentation. Project management. Chapter outline, general introduction, project background, project objective and challenges, project work breakdown structure, conclusion. Introduction. The purpose of this assignment is to provide the student with the practical skills and theoretical concepts of the project management body of knowledge they need to manage a project. Agriculture. What is the agriculture? Agriculture is the way of economic growth. Agriculture development started in Somalia in 1920 with the implementation of Johar Soga State. The scale of irrigation development increased rapidly thereafter, and by 1980, some 60,000 had been developed in Johar and Balad district, located in the Middle Shabelle region. Between 1980 and 1990, the created area benefited from a well-established network of canal and rain, allowing a constant supply and water that supplemented the scarce and unreliable rains with abundant surface and underground water from the Shabelle and Juba rivers. Irrigation system were originally based on limited number of quoted gravity river canals. Individual farm slice dates, however, 20 years civil water, the majority closed. Project background. The existing irrigation infrastructure were rehabilitated and improved to the expansion of irrigated area from improved accessibility in spite of the efforts made so far. The farm needs and priorities could not be controlled fully, as there are many canals that are still silted up and require rehabilitation. There is also an urgent need for constructing or repairing canals and culverts in many villages. The effectiveness of the canal construction and rehabilitation was affected by rain and the season for cultivation and irrigation. The beneficiary communities were trained and they pledged to undertake all future repairs, maintenance, and rehabilitation of the irrigation infrastructure. The Canal Committee continuously monitoring the canal status and update farmers. They allocate water and set time according to the farmer's need. According to the Canals Committee, the traditional customer who stimulates that each farmer should be assigned to repair a portion of the depending on his farm size. This also applies to maintenance of the culverts, heat work, and slice. Project background. Irrigation potential is estimated at 240,000 hectares. Southern Somalia is striped by the Juba and Shabelle rivers, both of which originate in the Ethiopian highland. The two rivers have for a long time been used for irrigation by farmers in the medium to large irrigation schemes in southern Somalia. The major irrigated crops are maize, sprouts, sugar, can mainly state farms, and bananas, mainly private farms.
Project objectives. The overall objectives of Project 2 in accordance with the government agriculture of policy and efforts of economic growth, poverty reduction, and eradication of hunger in Somalia. By increasing food production and diversification of present farming system will secure the sustainable food security and increase the harvesting capability of the local farmers. Special objectives: to intensive research on choose the target village, to increase the production of crops as to attain a reward production level, to raise livestock, small ruminant. They strengthen the productive capacity of the women members, to create a sense of awareness for the women folk to this sustainable agriculture production, to reorganize and strengthen the existing 6 villages. Project benefits. The following specific critical will be used. Farmers whose farms and irrigation canals, culverts and culverts are destroyed by the flood. Returnees and IDBs who depend on farm production. Farmers who have no access alternative livelihood to supplement their low increase from agriculture. Community affected by the wars become as IDBs to the target area. Consideration will be given by the farms owned by female-headed households. Local farmers who have been incapable of rehabilitating their canal which were damaged by tried shovel river. Previous employees who were dependent on working for local families during cultivating period. Project M&IE studies for each project monitoring and evaluation. Studies for each rehabilitated canal will be conducted under this special operation. These studies will be examining water running average of the rehabilitated canals, social-economic indicators such as cost of goods, staff required, equipment such as tractors and transportation access. General key performance indicators to be monitored are cost benefits of emergency, infrastructure repair, rehabilitation, increased speed, improved efficiency, and deliveries to the beneficiaries. Target irrigation for local farmer cost reduced by 20% along the road, and after the canals were rehabilitated. Kilometers of damaged canals partially rehabilitated target 82 kilometers of all above said areas. Now of commerce canals target 20%.
Thank you, Mr. Ashir. My name is Ostam Gedi. I want to resume our presentation. Project challenges. After we have calculated the effects and the actions that we can take in order to do what we have done, that are canal rehabilitation, there are many challenges that we're facing, and this project will face during the execution. The challenges that come from most of them, lack of an effective water authority or management system, is the main reason for a low 20 or 25% irrigation efficiency and deteriorating performance. The second challenge is development of irrigation and drainage system that's very poor, and there is no organized system of water allocation and management, and there is salinity problem. Irrigation benefits, what the benefits they get the people around that area that make the canal rehabilitation. Irrigation benefits to agriculture in Somalia. It helps in diversification of crops like corns and beans, and it also helps to utilize the available land for agriculture. And lastly, the benefits that the people will get the irrigation will help to increase agriculture production. Project schedule. In order to maintain the project activities, the period activities will like to start in a dry season when river is likely to carry immense of water and we can walk easily. The plan is on October 1st of this year and completes in March 22. These operations will be conducted soon after our field officer complete in-person research by meeting with localities, local farmers, traditional elders, and other various kind of community in the concerned area. Each work or labor will do 2.5 m3 of grass cutting, desalting, enlarging, and clearing canal beds, and removal of all fluid deposits. Activities during canal rehabilitation, daily total numbers of canals are 6, which will be completed during project period. The project shall have the following personnel staff: program manager who oversees the program and controls day-to-day activities of the project. The program manager will also be liaison person of the project, and he is responsible for overall management of the project and provides leadership to his team, guides and supports them in the project cycle. Work breakdown structure. Whenever we are going to maintain the project schedule, we have set work breakdown structure that easily maintains the tasks into a subtask. Every activity have a duration, and every activity has procedures of activity. As you see in the figure, activity A, there is no procedure and it has this time in 29 and duration. Project activity B has a procedure that are to end activity A, and also C has activity that procedure that activity A and have 29 days. D is a procedures. The procedures of activity D is B and C, and the procedures of activity E is C and D. And lastly, activity F have as a procedure that are activity D and activity E, and it has activity duration that are 29 days. As we see in CBM or critical path method, this is the easiest and this is the least time that takes to execute the project. This, as we see in this area and as we see in this path, it has an additional 2 days, but this path has no any additional 2 days. Project procurement. As we see in general summary, the project procurement will be done in this construction of 25 slide gates, that the amount will be displayed in the general book, and construction of 18 water intake total amount, rehabilitation of 4 water intakes, and rehabilitation of 3 water intakes, and construction of 10 box culverts, and also rehabilitation of 5 box culverts, and also the last rehabilitation of 5 boxes culverts. That brings our procurement will be needed the companies that take the bid, that wins the bid of our project. Thank you very much. That's the end of our project. Thank you. We are group 5. Thank you again and again.